So lately they've been like bad news, don't come with dependent, this and that. One thing I know for sure is that anything that has advantages also has disadvantages, and for me, I think you should consider moving to the UK 2023. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the reasons why you should consider moving to the UK this 2023, and I think it's a good news. If those look like what you're going to be interested in, then hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So if this content or look like what you're going to be interested in, stay tight on this channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys the reason why you should move to this UK this 2023. I know there've been bad news. So today I bring you guys good news for those of you thinking or planning to move to the UK. Yeah, I think you might as well consider moving to the UK this 2023. So believe it or not, the easiest route to move to the UK is the student visa. So I know that we have the job route, which is okay, and most of us know the care job, with visa sponsorship that we have been posting. I know most persons have been asking me why am I not posting care job with visa sponsorship. So now I want to tell you guys that this care job is not everybody that they will sponsor. Thousands of people are applying for this job. Most of you watching it, sometimes you even get angry, get fed up, but just know that it's not everybody. The least you can do or the best you can do is just to keep applying. If you get lucky, then it's fine. Me, I used to call it luck sometimes, because some persons have experience, have everything, have the qualification, have the whatever. At the end of the day, they won't even get the job. Why some person that just did few training, before you know it, they get the job. And like I said, this visa sponsorship is like business. Everybody's making money off it. But that is by the way. UK is made up of Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland and England. So if we are sharing and we're saying bad news on this, bad news, all this, bad news is not always, or it's not affecting other places. Like, let me just say, for example, like Wales or Scotland, it might be affecting just England. You get? So sometimes people be like, oh, bad news, accommodation crisis. It might also be affecting Scotland, but it might not be affecting Wales or Northern Ireland. And that is the reason why I want you guys to consider other places. All these places are still UK. You must not necessarily come to England. I don't know if you grab what I'm trying to say. You must not necessarily come to England. So if you're planning to come to the UK to study, we all know what is happening. We all know the admission process. Sometimes it's taking longer than it's supposed to be. Some university will even email you and tell you that they will admit you with the next set of people after you've made your deposit. So why not consider other, places like Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland? You must not come to England. I want you guys to consider that. But in today's video, the reason why I'm making this video is the good news that was shared about the student visa, that it says that you can also switch from student visa to tier 2 visa. So now, if you don't know, if you're studying here in the UK, you're meant to work 20 hours, and this 20 hours is affecting lots of people, because it will make you all the the kind of jobs you want to do, the kind of money you want to hustle, you're not getting it. So now it's time for you guys to grab the opportunity. This is what it says. It says international students studying in UK universities are now eligible for skilled workers visa. The process whereby international students studying in the United Kingdom universities are expected to have at least a level of qualification before applying for a job now seems obsolete, as Home Office has approved for interested students to secure a job offer from an employer and apply to switch the student route via the skilled worker visa immediately without any need to complete their degree. So you don't have to complete your studies to apply for this job. So now you can hear they say you don't necessarily have to complete your studies. So I'm not saying you should come to the UK to come and just drop out. If you want to study, it's still fine, but at least you've got better chances, you've got better opportunities. So now if you're planning to come to the UK and then you have good skills, I think it's the time for you guys to grab it. If you have a very good skill, you are good in IT, you're good in anything you're good at, it must not necessarily be a care job. So now you can still be studying and be working as much as you want. I don't know if you understand. In as far as you have switched your visa to tier 2 visa, where is the problem is if you're still on tier 4 visa and you're now working back to back, is a very big problem for you. But if you have switched your visa to tier 2 visa, then you don't have anything to worry. It went further saying that the UK skilled worker visa is a long-term work visa granted for a period of up to 5 years. It allows employer to recruit non-UK resident workers for a certain eligible skill roles under the skilled worker route. It is possible to extend your visa before it expires, and after a qualified period of 5 years, apply for indefinite leave to remain and British citizenship 1 year later. The latest development may not be unconnected to the discovery of growing trend of overseas immigration consultants using universities as stepping stone to help clients enter the UK switch to care jobs before they are required to pay full tuition fees. Mind you, there's some schools that you pay 3 times. That means after your first deposit, you get your cards. Then when you enter, you pay January, then April, something like that. There's some university that is 4 times. Like, I mean, if you can't pay full payment, they have different installmental payments so that it will help you, pay off your school fees if you cannot afford to pay all of them at once. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So now, they've realized that some of these immigration lawyers are using it for business. I'm telling you, if you meet any immigration lawyer for just 1 hour appointment, some of them will charge you £1.50, some of them even £200 just to talk to you, something you can even Google on your phone. But at the same time, they always know ways to maneuver, to get you out of the whatever. But that is, by the way, they have realized that this immigration lawyer, these consultants are making money because they end up switching this student from their tier 4 to work visa. That is using this care route. Most of them drop out anyway, so they have no choice but to just finalize it, to just generalize it that you can't, because if they don't, people are still doing it. Like, I've seen people that have done it. So people are doing it even before they make this announcement. To be honest, people are even doing it because it's not as if it's illegal. It's legal. You got a job, you switch from tier 4 to tier 2, it's still legal. They went further saying that this new route offers a cheaper and faster pathway to full-time employment in the UK compared to the graduate route, which requires study to pay expensive courses fee and maintenance for duration of their courses before entering this jobs market. To be honest, you see these people, they know what they are doing. I used to say this, that studying in the UK is good, but at the same time, I feel like it's business, because tomorrow they will say this, next tomorrow they will say that. I just feel like it's business, but it's a good business, trust me. All I know is that if you're planning to come to the UK 2023, you can enter the country. If you have your money, you can just enter and get job ASAP. And one thing for sure is that if you're already in the UK and you are a good hustler, I believe you should get the job ASAP. I believe you will get the job. If you dedicate your 1 month searching for a job, bomber to bomber, in fact, even before the 1 month elapse, I'm sure you will get a job. That is if you're searching for a job back to back. So I believe you should get the job, honestly speaking. And it says the skilled worker visa, previously known as the tier 2 visa, was redesigned to make applications smoothing, including lowering of salary threshold and the removal of the resident labor market test. If approved, candidate can work in the UK for up to 5 years before applying to extend their visa or applying for a permanent residency. And under it, it stated that the Home Office currently advises a 11-week average wait time to get a decision on skilled worker visas due to high demand. So the Home Office are also having serious high demand of this switch. So that's why I'm saying that if you're planning to come to the UK 2023, grab the opportunity now. In as far as they say you can switch. So I know it's going to cost you a lot, but I want you to also keep it in mind that they said you don't have to graduate. As soon as you get your job, switch. And if you want to drop out, it's okay. But if you don't want to drop out, you can continue studying. But I just feel like the need to share with you guys that if you plan to come to the UK, all you need to do is the money. I know that the care job has not been easy. Like I said, there's other job opportunities. See, it's not just care job, but we all know that this care job is the one that is common. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So I have to keep, dragging this care job because it's something that, is just everywhere, So that's why I keep saying care job, care job. So if you have other skills, even IT skills, they are really in the demand. So if you have good IT skills, you should also consider that. If you're engineering department, if you're, there's so many jobs opportunities. Sometimes what you all need to do is a little bit of research, and you get all of that question or all of that answer that you're looking for. So if you're planning to come to the UK and you have your money, just come via the student route. It's going to help you a lot. All you need to do is just enter the country. And under it, it says eligible requirement for the skilled worker visa. You might be able to apply for change to a skilled worker visa if you're already in the UK on a different visa type. You must be able to speak, read, write, and understand English. You will need to be paid at least 25,600 per annum or £10 per hour. Whichever is higher, there are different salary rules if you work in some health jobs, where the ongoing rate is based on national pay scales. The visa is only valid as long as one remains in the same role with your sponsoring employer. If one wishes to change roles or employer, one will need to apply for a new skilled worker visa. So now if you're working for an employer and maybe the employer, because some of these employers have not been doing good, or they've been doing justice to people. So if your employer is not good or is not nice, or is other one of those employers that you like to owe, or you're not just happy with the employer, you can switch. All you need to do is to get another job that is willing to sponsor you, then you just switch. That's just it. I know there are so many people that have been suffering, with their employer here in the UK with this care job, whatever. They have been stressed out, they've been depressed and all of that. I used to tell people, if you're not happy with your employer, no need to run away. This is the UK. All you need to do is find another job and switch. Your employer will not come and hold you and tell you, why did you switch, or what? Your employer is not God. All you need to do is just find another job that is willing to sponsor you. And mind you, teachers can now be sponsored here in the UK. Even before they announced this, I could remember my husband's friend that is a teacher. He told me what he did. I said then what he did was that he's not a teacher, but he wanted to be a teacher. All he did was that he had to volunteer himself. I think he's currently either physics or chemistry teacher, because there are some teaching jobs that are really in demand, like maths, I think chemistry, physics, some courses like that are in demand. They are looking for teachers. So he said what he did at that time was that he volunteered. So sometimes he goes to some school and teach for free. All this is for you to gain your experience so you can add to your CV. So now if you're in the UK and you're thinking or you're wanting to go into that field because it has been announced, mind you, is in England. I don't know about Wales, Scotland or Northern Ireland. I don't know about that. But this is for people in England. If you're looking into a teaching job, I think you can also volunteer. If you're considering doing that, you can volunteer to any school. You can be going there once in a week. If you're going there once in a week, if you go there 4 times you already have 1 month experience. So if you try teaching for at least 3 months, you've got 3 months UK experience, and you can also add that to your CV. And to be honest, you must know what you're doing. I believe that nobody will come out and say I want to be a teacher if they don't know what they're doing. So if you're considering becoming a teacher, because I know being a teacher, you must be a very patient person, because it's not easy to teach, honestly speaking. But if you're considering doing that, you can go check all that you need to know on government websites and read more so that you know all that needs to be done. So guys, that is what I want to share with you guys. So if you're planning to move to the UK 2023, I'll always say this: everything that have advantages also have disadvantages. So all you need to do is just a good plan. If you have a good plan, if you have a good skills, I believe you'll be fine. Like, you're definitely going to make it in this country. I think what affects us is because we don't have a very good plan. If you have a very good plan, I think you should be all right in this country, regardless of the bad news, paying dues, paying tax, paying bills and all of that. I think you'll be okay. Well, that is just what I want to share with you guys. If you find this video informative, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe and share my video. Leave me a comment what kind of video you want me to make and I'll get back to you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.